Welcome back to another anime reaction, where today we're going to be watching and reacting to episode 7 of Sakamoto Days. Last week we got to meet a new character, the best sniper of them all, Mashimo, and his little bird sidekick, Pisuke, and I'm curious to see if they're going to show up again, but the episode was fun with all the paintball stuff going on, and I'm excited to see what kind of fun antics we're going to get up to in this episode. So with that, let's jump into the reaction part for episode 7, but don't forget to stick around to the end, where we review and break down the episode as well. Okay, so it looks like we're starting off at Hannah's school today, with the proud parents watching over him. They're probably fine, cut to the whole store in chaos, right? Yep. I like how Shin's the one taking charge and commanding Lou. Oh, the little rivalry starts. Just watching them. Oh, hey, he's back! I was right! Mashimo's back! Yeah, she's kind of got a point there. She's kind of got a point. Oh, now Shin's sad about it. Now he's just walking away. Shin, where are you going? Oh, Mashimo just wants to eat the food on the ground. That's how you know he's really broke. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. She's wearing Shin's apron. You know, these alien-looking guys who are wearing astronaut outfits must be looking for the mind reader. That's the only thing that would make sense here. Okay. So I guess I guess Lou is getting kidnapped. And yes, she's getting kidnapped. Okay. Oh, he was a subject that disappeared from a lab? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know, you can read minds. Yeah, it makes sense. You think? Oh, dumb criminals. Okay, so he's the only one that can read minds. Interesting. Okay, so are we gonna understand why Shin has this kind of feeling about being hated on because he can read minds? Oh, shit! Oh, Lou! I think Lou's realizing why she hurt Shin now, and she's defending him. Gotta defend your friends, right? I guess I gotta be the bigger man here. Yeah, bigger man coming to ask her to apologize. Of course, Sakamoto has the tracker on them. Oh, has the tracker on Shin's GPS. GPS tracker on his name tag. Yeah, but what if he just takes off the name tag? Isn't that kind of useless if he's not in the store? I mean, to be fair, I guess it actually coincidentally works in this kind of situation, though. Maybe we can pretend it's Shin. Guys, yeah, she's a girl, come on. Aww. You know, she feels bad. She wants to say sorry. Aw. Oh, now we got the badass motorcycle chase coming in. I love how Sakamoto got out of his suit and put on his convenience store attire. What? Dude, they come out of a back of a truck with even more motorcycles? You remember the no killing rule? That guy's probably dead. So is that guy. Oh my god. Hey, you guys shooting a movie? Okay, that one might have lived. That one might have lived. The mysterious part, we're gonna get a big reveal here, aren't we? Okay, this guy looks a little different from the other guy, so he looks a little bit more special. What's gonna happen now? Oh! He can go invisible, okay! Dude stands in front of him, invisible, just grabs him by the freaking throat anyways. Oh! Well, there goes Sakamoto's sick ride. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm assuming his jacket's what can turn him invisible, but still, it's pretty cool. It's kind of cool to be getting Shin's backstory, though, finding out how he got his powers. Because this, you know, adds a little bit more it adds some more background to figure out how there is someone with powers in this world to begin with. Okay, the mission to get Lou back. That's what's happening in this episode. Cool. Even mix in with like a dark, mysterious lab underneath a little friendly museum. You got all the nice people here. So they end up taking one anyways. Oh my god. I liked it. He's got a little dinosaur head on him. Yeah, sure. I should come again with my family. It is a cool little museum. I would go there. They got dinosaur bones, and I'm one for all dinosaurs, so I'm going. Why does that guy have a freaking deer head on him? Okay, oh, okay. We got a creepy looking guy. His face, yeah, has stitches all over him. This guy is definitely been stitched together after being messed up by something. Seba just screws him over. Now the guy's gonna go get murdered. God damn. Ooh, hey, we got some T-Rex bones. Awesome. Well, that did not work as well as they thought it was going to. Oh, there's a gun in the bear. Oh, of course there is. Oh, and then the polar bear moves? We really went from attacking assassins to amusement park to paintball tournament to museum lab fight. This story has one ridiculous thing after another, and I'm all here for it. Oh, okay, I take that, I take that back. The T-Rex can move. Yo, it's like Night at the Museum. Okay. As a big dinosaur fan, this is awesome. He's just thinking about his daughter. Oh, that's adorable. We want to take it alive. Sakamoto versus a dinosaur was not something I saw coming. Oh, this shit can move fast. Yo, the music is pretty fun here too. It's like this epic feeling of him going against a freaking T-Rex. Oh my god. I was not expecting this from this episode. Oh. Scrap the plan, taking it alive. Aww. Dude just punches it straight in the face. No hesitation. Oh my god. Well, R.I.P. the dinosaurs. Sakamoto is the meteorite that took them all out. It's just a pile of bones now. I kind of, what would have been cool? I wanted him to take home the dinosaur, have a little pet dinosaur to hang out at the shop. That would be cool as shit. Oh, so these scientists are being held hostage. Well, so the scientists aren't the bad guys. The people holding the scientists are the bad guys. Oh, Sakamoto. Oh, did you just snap his neck? I'm confused. What happened to the no-killing ride? I'm pretty sure they've killed like 4 people this episode so far. Okay, so we got an assassin group taking over the lab. So they were pretty bad guys before doing stuff on these kids before, I guess. Kashima, I'm a hitman. Newest tech into killing. Okay. Then that makes sense why we got someone who can turn invisible. And also why they probably want to bring Shin back so they could make more people read minds. how did Sakamoto fit in that? Oh, Lou. I feel like she just kicks first and then acts later. Okay, so probably this guy right here is probably the one that did this stuff on Shin right in the early days, right? That would make sense. Also, I feel like we just entered a new arc. It just clicked on me. This feels like the start of an arc. So that's gonna be fun. This guy is creepy. He's just got syringes sticking into his shoulders. Oh. Okay. Oh, the guy's just passed out. Shin didn't snap his neck like it looked like. Okay, I guess the no killing rule is still on. Oh, so the lab might have not been a very dark place because he seemed happy in that memory. Yeah, this guy is totally crazy. So all the leaders are most likely going to be insane lunatics who... Oh! That was fast. Okay, what'd you do to him? I see, they put a little implant in the back of his neck so he can be controlled. Well, that's not good. It reminds me of the Suicide Squad and how Amanda Waller puts the bombs in the back of the neck. I love how he's like, let's try something next. Sakamoto just comes out of nowhere and just decks him straight in the face. Oh, I love Sakamoto. His face is all square from being squished inside. But do you want to save this place? I do. Okay, so it's not filled with bad memories. It's not a terrible, terrible place. You know, maybe he seems to have good memories here, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about that. Ah, this is one of the guys from the Order. So the Order's going to be dealing with this, or are they involved? Or they're investigating it. Okay, so they're looking into it. Maybe the guy who's been painting the red X's is from here. That was a fun episode. That had cool moments, and it also definitely is 100% the start of an arc. I don't know any of the arcs in this series, but like just how this was set up. Lou gets captured. Shin and Sakamoto go there. Then talk about Shin wanting to save the place. New bad guys. The Order's coming in. Like, this is definitely the start of an arc. And I'm guessing this is going to take us till the end of the first half of the season, because it goes part 1, then part 2 later this year. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out, because we've kind of gone through all the little quick setup stuff to kind of introduce us to the main characters. You know, maybe this is a big arc and some big stuff's going to happen from it. I'm excited to see what happens. But before I talk too much about it, we're going to be jumping into the review breakdown part of this video. But first, if you like this reaction, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot, and you get to stay up to date with all my Sakamoto Days reactions, anime and DC breakdowns as well, and you notice all the general fun stuff. With that, let's jump into the review breakdown part of this episode. I think this episode was a lot of fun, having kind of that setup for what's to come next. Like I said before, this feels like the start of the next arc of the series, especially with how they kind of have this mysterious lab. They're after Shin. We're learning about Shin's backstory. Lou gets captured, and now they're going to stay in this lab to save Lou and save the lab at the same time. And they're talking about like the mysterious leader who they can't disappoint. And it's very curious to see like what's gonna happen now. I like kind of diving into these plots where we kind of go against one big bad, and now we got a few episodes we're gonna be dealing with the same thing, which is gonna be cool. I mean, the characters are already weird. They definitely seem evil, especially with Seba being an invisibility person, seeming to have like no emotions as he's going after everyone. Like, he seems interesting as well. I like the invisibility tech, and I'm curious to learn more about him, especially after the fight with Sakamoto, after he was able to like jump off the car onto the bike. Even though Sakamoto almost whooped his ass right there because, you know, it's Sakamoto, he's going to. And then when we learn about Kashima, we got a guy who's wearing a reindeer head. And on top of it, he has scars all over his body with the stitching on his face and his hands. Like, that just screams evil psychopath to me, and it means just something bad's gonna come down. Then afterwards, we meet Mad Horiguchi. No idea if I pronounced that right, but he definitely seems crazy, a madman. And on top of it, he has needles sticking in his goddamn arms. You know something's wrong with them. So it seems like we're having these evil assassins who have taken over this lab to try to, you know, upgrade their tech, have some nefarious stuff going on. And I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with it and how Sakamoto and Shin are going to go against them. Because I feel like at this point, you know, we've had a lot of the fights where it's going to be like, it's really easy for them to beat. Like, it hasn't really been a tough battle, but now we're going to get into some tough battles. Like, it was nice to see Mashimo in the start of this, and I'm surprised he didn't tag along for the little quest they went on. But maybe he'll show up later. But we did have the Order coming in at the end who are investigating this lab. So this lab might have something to do with the mysterious person who's been painting the red X's after annihilating all those assassins. So I'm very curious to see how this plot's going to unfold as we kind of dive deeper into it. And I also think this episode did a great job setting up Shin, how he feels about his powers, because of how Lou saying, "How could I ever feel comfortable with you?" That actually hurt him. He has insecurities about that. Because it makes sense. If he can read minds, you know, how can anyone really trust that he's not reading theirs all the time? But it's setting up like this really good moment of him wanting to save the place that created him. And I think that's going to be interesting because I thought this was going to be like this dark lab that he escaped and he didn't want to come back here. But now after coming back here, he wants to save it. And even the director who's locked away with Lou, he doesn't seem that bad. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to like portray this. Like, is it really this dark past that Shin has? Or is it actually this past that Shin left because it was time for him to move on? But he still has these fond memories as a kid and they weren't bad people just doing these experiments. You know, probably not the right thing to do, but they weren't bad people. And as we go into the further episodes, I'm sure they're going to dive into that. And I'm curious to find out, you know, how they're going to play it a little bit more. Plus, the action in this episode was a lot of fun. Favorite scene, though, was Sakamoto going against T-Rex. I'm a dinosaur fan, so seeing a giant T-Rex skeleton that reminds me of the night in the museum, and then Sakamoto going after, cool as shit. I would have loved for him to save that T-Rex and brought it back to his daughter and just have this really wholesome moment of them having a T-Rex near their shop now. A little impractical, but I think it would have been amazing to see. But a really cool start, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next coming episodes. But let me know, what did you think of this episode? How did you feel about the wholesome moments, the action, and just the setup for what's to come? And I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, to subscribe on, helps out the channel a lot, and you get to stay up to date with all my anime videos. So with that, thanks again, and I'll talk to you next week when it's time to watch another episode of Sakamoto Days.